The people of the southwestern part of Vietnam have long been associated with river life, and fish harvesting is an important part of their lives. This area has an intricate river system, with many natural canals and ponds, creating favorable conditions for farming and fishing. Fish harvesting process of Western people. Natural fishing. During the floating season, people often use nets, fishing, or hooves to catch fish from rivers and canals. Popular fish species here include snakehead fish, perch, catfish, lingfish, and white cottonfish. People often go to the river early in the morning or evening, when fish are easier to catch. Fish farming and harvesting. In many regions, people also develop fish farming in ponds, tunnels or rafts. Commonly farmed fish include pangasius, basa, tilapia, and snakehead. When the harvest period comes, fish will be caught by releasing water from the pond or using nets to pull. Fish ponds are often raised naturally, close to the river environment. Fish harvesting festivals. In some places, fish harvesting is also accompanied by cultural festivals, such as the Khmer Oosiom Bak Festival or the Spiritual Fishing Festival. These festivals are not only an opportunity to harvest fish but also an opportunity for communities to meet, share and preserve traditional culture, meaning for people's lives. Fish harvesting is not only a major source of income, but also an integral part of cultural life and community activities in the West. Fish is the main food source, processed into many specialty dishes such as braised fish, grilled snakehead fish, and spiritual fish sauce. In addition, fish harvesting is also associated with the traditional values and respect for nature of the people of the river region, creating a vivid picture and full of cultural identity typical of this land. After harvesting fish from rivers, ponds, or rafts, Westerners often bring fish to markets or shopping destinations to sell. The fish selling scene is an indispensable part of the picture of daily activities of people in the river region. Fish selling process. Fish preparation. Before selling fish, people often have to select and classify fish according to size and type. Big, healthy fish are often selected for sale at higher prices. Fish, once caught, will be kept in large containers of water to ensure they remain fresh when they reach the buyer. Fish transportation. People use many different means to transport fish. Usually, they use boats to transport fish from the harvesting place to markets or river purchasing points. For longer distances, fish can be carried by motorbike or minivan, with water tanks or tanks specifically designed to keep fish fresh. River fish market. Fish markets in the West are often very bustling, especially in the early mornings. Fish sellers display goods right on boats or stalls along river banks and canals. The call, price, and even the sound of fish splashing water create a lively space, typical of Western markets. Small businesses, restaurants, and locals often come to buy fish for home or business use. Transactions and purchases. Fish, once brought to the market, is often bought and sold quickly. Sellers and buyers often get to know each other, trading mainly based on trust. In addition, large fish purchasing points from processing factories also regularly come to the site to purchase fish in large quantities, especially farmed fish such as pangasius and basa, for export. Economic and cultural implications. Bringing fish to sell is not only an important economic activity, helping people earn more income, but also a Western culture. This process demonstrates people's attachment to rivers, labor, and community, as people share work, experiences, and joys in life. In addition, the fish selling scene is also a highlight that attracts tourists to the West. Floating markets such as Kai Rang, Phong Dien in Can Tho, or Na Bay Floating Market in Hao Giang are all famous places where visitors can experience river life and witness the bustling fish trade of local people. After harvesting the fish, part of the fresh fish is not only consumed domestically but is also processed into dry products for sale and export. Fish drying is an integral part of the lives of people in the Southwest, where climatic conditions and natural resources are favorable for seafood processing. Fish drying process. Fish selection and preparation. Common types of fish used for drying include snakehead fish, gourami, catfish, and basa fish. After selecting standard fish, people begin the preparation process by cleaning, removing organs, and cutting the fish into moderate pieces. For small fish, the fish can be left whole. Marinate fish. Once cleaned, the fish is salted or spiced to enhance flavor and help preserve it longer. Fish marinating recipes may vary depending on the type of fish and the preference of the maker. In addition to salt, fish can also be marinated with pepper, garlic, sugar, or other spices to create the characteristic flavor of each type of dried fish. Fish drying. After marinating, the fish will be dried in the sun. In the West, people often have large yards or specialized drying racks to hang or spread fish. The fish drying process usually lasts 1 to 3 days, depending on the thickness of the fish and the weather. People need to monitor the drying process to ensure the fish dries evenly and is of good quality. Packaging and storage. After the fish have dried satisfactorily, they are collected and packaged. Dried fish can be packaged in small packages for retail sale or large packages for export. Dried fish is often stored in a cool, dry environment to avoid mold and maintain long-term quality. Sale and export of dried fish. Domestic market. Dried fish is a familiar dish in meals of people in the West and many other regions in Vietnam. Dried fish can be sold at local markets, supermarkets, or specialty stores. People often buy dried fish to give as gifts or reserve for rainy and floody days. When fishing is difficult. Export. Western dried fish is not only popular domestically but also exported to many other countries, especially countries with large Vietnamese communities. Vietnamese dried fish products are famous for their high quality, rich flavor and natural preparation, without the use of preservatives. This makes Vietnamese dried fish have a strong foothold in the international market. Economic and cultural value. Dried fish making provides a stable source of income for many households in the West. At the same time, the production and business of dried fish also helps maintain and develop traditional craft villages, creating a unique cultural identity of the riverland. The scenes of people drying fish show the ingenuity and hard work of Westerners, as they make the most of their natural resources to create valuable products. This not only contributes to improving lives but also promotes the image of the West to international friends through traditional seafood products. In recent years, the tourism industry in the Southwest has had many strong developments, and one of the unique features that attracts tourists is experiencing river culture, including visiting and explore the fish drying process. Tourists, especially those who love traditional food and culture, increasingly know and love these experiences. Tourists explore the fish drying craft village. Visit traditional craft villages. Many fish drying craft villages in the West have opened their doors to tourists, creating conditions for them to witness firsthand the stages of drying fish from pre-processing to drying and packaging. Visitors can participate in these activities, dry the fish themselves and better understand this long-standing traditional profession. Craft villages such as Ca Mau and Giang and Kien Giang have become familiar destinations for tourists coming to the West. Experience specialty cuisine. Tourists can not only visit but also have the opportunity to enjoy specialty dishes from dried fish on the spot. Dishes such as dried fried snakehead fish, dried fish salad or dried grilled gourami fish are prepared in a traditional style, preserving the typical flavor of the river area. This brings a unique culinary experience, making visitors love Western culinary culture more. Shop and bring it home as a gift. After sightseeing and experiencing, visitors often buy dried fish products as gifts for family and friends. These products are beautifully packaged, easy to store and transport, suitable for making souvenirs. The popularity and quality of Western dried fish have made it an indispensable gift every time visitors visit this land. Impact on tourism and local economy. Contribute to sustainable tourism development. Combining tourism and fish drying villages not only brings economic benefits but also contributes to preserving and promoting traditional cultural values of the West. These tours help introduce visitors to the simple and industrious lives of local people, thereby raising awareness about the importance of protecting traditional craft villages. Increase people's income as tourism develops. Not only dried fish production facilities but also accompanying services such as restaurants, homestays, and transportation services also benefit. This helps improve people's income and lives, while creating more job opportunities for local communities. Promote the image of the West internationally. Foreign tourists coming to the West not only bring beautiful impressions of the scenery and people here, but also stories about traditional fish drying. This helps promote the image of the West and Vietnamese dried fish products to the world, contributing to the position of the Vietnamese seafood industry in the international market. The future of fish drying craft village tourism. With the growing interest of tourists, fish drying villages in the West have the potential to grow even stronger. The harmonious combination of traditional value conservation and sustainable tourism development will be key for these craft villages to continue to exist and develop in the modern era and contribute to the overall prosperity of the Southwest.